baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. And towing the slab here, Andrew Heaney.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Jared Triolo getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. Ian Happ up to hit. That clips his zone, and we're underway in Pittsburgh.
0-1.
Fouled off down the right side. And there's a ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Inside, almost got him. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering upstairs. Heaney with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit.
Batting second, the designated hitter.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. In the dirt.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there. And that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. See you later. That one felt good. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One down. Here's Turner now. That one out to right. Hauls it in, 2 away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Nico Hoerner.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, you know, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and You know, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Dansby Swanson stands in now and watches strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That's off the inside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. That one missed. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. Coming home. The relay throw. He'll score easily. It's 3-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, 2 down. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Pete Crow Armstrong. In there, and it's 0-1. Man at second. They say when.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates coming up. Back here with my pal Singy, and today on the hill, Shota Imanaga. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Here's the Pirates lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
That one off the mark, 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And
runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
On the ground to third. Birdie sends it to first, and McCutchen is out. And that is the inning. Bucks go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the Cubs,
And now
catcher,
Carson Kelly. Heaney back to work. Kelly, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2012. And strike one to the catcher. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
To first, leadoff man retired here in the second. John Birdie at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Fastball for a strike. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name.
Nope,
and
that's low. That's
just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Missed with a changeup. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So the lineup flips over. Ian Happ getting ready to hit. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 4-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
Suzuki batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Jared Triolo.
First baseman, Jared Triolo.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
And that one clips the corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That catches the zone for a strike. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
To the right side, Horner. Slings to first and quickly 1 away in the 2nd.
Batting 5th, catcher, Joey
This is
Bart.
Joey Bart. Out to short, Swanson. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting 6th, 3rd baseman.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Up the middle. Gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates nothing. Back here at PNC Park, top half of the third inning, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. And Tucker is retired.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Turner.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Flied to right his first time. In there at the knees, and that is strike one. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Joey Wentz appears to be getting loose. Nicholas, a right-hander, loosening up as well. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Cruz moving under it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Just off the inside edge. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. And they'll do it again. Fouls it back with two strikes. Next offering upstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And a 3-2. Goes down looking. Cubs are down quietly, but they lead it 4-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's Adam Frazier.
Second baseman, Adam.
And there's a strike.
Frazier.
No balls, one strike.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Toss to Turner. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting eighth, left fielder, Tommy.
Here's Tommy Pham.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Clips the corner. 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a ground ball. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Isaiah.
2 outs, base is empty. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that turns the lineup over. So the batting order turns over. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for his strike.
0-1.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins in this situation.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 4-0. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Joey Wentz.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Corner at the plate now. That's ball one.
1-0.
That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1. In the air, right field. Reynolds makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs,
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Line drive to short and caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So up now for Chicago, Carson Kelly. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And takes low for ball 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Center field. Cruz on the move. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brian Reynolds. That's in there. It's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ooh, we missed a mistake right there.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
John Birdie.
Wentz back to work. In the air, right side. And it's out of play, a foul ball. Wentz, 27 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Swinging a foul straight back. Next pitch is downstairs. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that one in the air center field. Cruz in position and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's two down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Two down, base is empty. And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive.
Right fielder,
fastball off the plate a little
Tucker.
bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's already homered here in this one. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off the throw. They get the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. One hit, one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Joey Bart.
There's the strike.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ripped into right field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next offering in the dirt, and the count now 2-0. And that one lifted in the air center field. One away. So man aboard. Here's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. First offering, and it just misses. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Tommy Pham, the next Pirate to hit. Swings through that one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one.
Strike.
First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. To third, birdie. That's the third out. Pirates lead. All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Justin Turner. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Swanson digs in. A strikeout and a walk. On the ground to the left, Connor Falefa tosses across the first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Here's Nico Horner, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. This to third. Tosses to first, and now two gone. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that misses. 1-0. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Coming home. He's safe. It's 6-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Now the third baseman, John Birdie. Grounds one to short. On to Frazier, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the inning at the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Miguel Amaya, the new catcher now.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Here's a high chopper. The throw to first. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Reynolds in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. Drops into the glove. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Colin Holderman.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
In now, takes ball one off the plate.
1-0.
Outside low. It's 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. That to right. Reynolds. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. And that misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Dennis Santana loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Baraki also throwing. And that is out of play. Two outs.
Ball. 2-1.
Outside. Ball. And now 3-1.
3-1.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Runner, take your base.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Here's Justin Turner. Substitution being made at first. Pinch running here. Nicky Lopez.
Nicky Lopez.
And a sweeper misses outside for a ball.
Outside ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Lopez off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short. Connor Falefa zips it across, and Turner is retired. That's out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Nicky Lopez into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know.
Nicky Lopez.
McCutchen in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that one pulled foul. The pitch to McCutchen. That missed by a lot. 2 balls and a strike.
Hit run. 2-2.
Stays alive. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Up next for the Pirates, Jared Triolo. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lopez makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Slice down the right side. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air to left down the line. Pat sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Swings and misses. 0-1. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Next offering is down low.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Line drive. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it, though, 6-0. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Now into the game, Vidal Brujan. He'll play second.
Now playing
Shota back to work.
Number 17.
That one misses. Ball 1. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball real.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that one is out of here. A laser to left. His 4th home run of the season. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Frazier in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's downstairs. And now 2-0. Popped up. Brujan has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So digging in, Tommy Pham. In the air, left field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
This sport can be such a game of inches as we see it right there. Extended and just out of his reach. Had a bad read and a bad jump, and I think that's what cost him. It turned into extra bases.
Connor Falefa in the box again. Takes a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Popped in the air, left side. Swanson settles under it, makes the grab, and that is that. Cannonball coming. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dennis Santana.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And next for the Cubs, John Birdie. 0 for 3 in this one. Slider right there.
It's 0-1.
Amaya gets his lead at first with nobody out. Misses off the inside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Inside. And that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Cruz hauls it in for the out.
Now batting left.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Amaya around third. The relay. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. That's out to center field. Cruz heads towards it and makes the grab. And that'll do it. So they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Pirates 1. Bottom of the 9th, Brian Reynolds here. High in the air, out to right. And it's caught for the out.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Popped up. Brujan under it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jared Triolo. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Next offering is fouled back. The Pirates down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew? He'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.